Presiding over this morning's commencement ceremony is UCR's Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor, Cynthia K. Larive.
Good morning, graduates, parents, family members, friends, and distinguished guests. Welcome to the University of California, Riverside's 65th commencement. To begin this ceremony, please rise for the national anthem. Please take your seats. As we begin this morning's ceremony, we would like to respectfully acknowledge our responsibility to the original and current caretakers of this land, water, and air, the Cahuilla, Tongva, Luciano, and Serrano peoples. Today, this meeting place is home to many indigenous peoples from all over the world. We are grateful to have the opportunity to live and work on these homelands. Now, I would like to introduce those members of the university leadership not coming to the podium this morning. Please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Assistant Dean, Director of the Teacher Education Program, Jarmara Davis Welsh. Associate Dean of Undergraduate Education from the Graduate School of Education, Louis Rodriguez. Associate Dean of the School of Public Policy, Kurt Schwabe. ACE Fellow, Office of the Provost, Elizabeth Heiss. Chief Campus Counsel, David Bergquist. Assistant Vice Chancellor for Governmental and Community Relations, Elizabeth Romero. Associate Vice Chancellor and Chief Diversity Officer, Miriam Lamb. Dean of University Extension, Kevin Vaughn. Academic Senate Chair, Dylan Rodriguez. Associate Provost, Ken Barronclaw. Vice Provost and Dean of Undergraduate Education, Jennifer Brown. Associate Chancellor, Christine Victorino. Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Brian Haynes. Vice Chancellor for Planning, Budget, and Administration, Jerry Bamati. And Vice Chancellor for University Advancement, Peter Hayashida. I would also like to introduce the faculty marshals for this ceremony. Margaret Nash, Professor and Faculty Chair from the Graduate School of Education. and Kevin Esterling, Professor of Political Science and Public Policy from the School of Public Policy. Would the faculty members present please rise so we can recognize you? I would also like to introduce the student marshals for this ceremony. Frank Robert Akubiolo and Thomas Kohlmeyer. Thank you all for joining this celebration. Now, graduates, today is your day. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff of UC Riverside, I extend my warmest congratulations to you, the class of 2019. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 9th Chancellor of UC Riverside, Kim A. Wilcox.
Congratulations, class of 2019. Class of 2019, it reminds us that you're a group, that you're something special as a collective, but we know you're really a set of individuals. Individual people with your own backgrounds, your own histories, your own personalities, your own interests. And it's that collective that makes the class of 2019. People refer to universities as alma maters, nourishing mothers, places where you come and your education is nurtured. And the institution then becomes your parent in that process. And in that regard, then, you're all siblings in the process. And we know about siblings. They love each other, they like each other, they squabble sometimes. They're different, though. They're very different. Even if they had the very same experiences in the home, they're different. And for some of you, you may have taken the very same set of classes as everybody else. But you looked at the class differently. You thought about the material differently. You struggled with different questions on the exam. You chose a different topic for your term paper. Each of you had your own special experience here at UCR. And it's that rich collection together that makes you the class of 2019. The differences as much as the similarities. Like with any family, there's a kind of a set of relationships and assumptions. One, we always have each other's back, right? Even when your brother does things that you're not that proud of, you kind of have his back. That's true for all of us at the university. But overall, we try not to embarrass each other. We try to make each other proud. I can tell you, as a representative of your alma mater, we're going to do what we can to make you proud. We're going to continue to make UCR a great university so that every day when you see your name on the wall, on the diploma, with UC Riverside underneath, you'll feel proud. And when some stranger or a friend Googles you, and it has your name, class of 2019, University of California, Riverside, they'll be impressed. That's our commitment. And I trust that you are going to do just the same. You're going to go off and do great things, make everybody else in the class of 2019 proud, and make everybody behind me on the stage proud because of what you have done as part of this rich family. Congratulations, class of 2019. We're so proud of you.
Thank you, Chancellor Wilcox. Our next participant represents the alumni of the University of California, Riverside. Kenneth Knoller is the immediate past president of the UCR Alumni Association. He graduated from UCR in 1975 with a bachelor's degree in history, followed by a teaching credential in 1976 and a master's degree in history in 1984. Kenneth retired in 2013 after teaching for 36 years at Gage Middle School in Riverside. I'm pleased to present Mr. Kenneth Knoller to provide remarks on behalf of all UCR alumni.
On behalf of the UCR Alumni Association, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome our class of 2019. graduates to the alumni network of the fastest rising ranked university in America. As dedicated and successful UC Riverside students, you have helped us to get here. You are joining a robust community that is more than 115,000 strong. It's a young and vibrant community that seeks to empower the next generation of students and alumni. With your degree, you are about to embark on your next journey. Nonetheless, take this moment to pause and celebrate this tremendous achievement. While you may not recall the words spoken here, always remember the sense of pride you are feeling on this day. Staying connected helps you as you move to the next phase of your personal and professional lives, and will help the UC Riverside students who will follow in your footsteps. With your support, UCR can continue its upward momentum, improving education and growing our regional and global impact. When the trajectories of our students improve, everyone benefits, and new alumni like you can make it happen. Congratulations, class of 2019. Welcome to the Highlander alumni family.
Thank you, Mr. Knoller. I now invite Dean Thomas Smith of the Graduate School of Education to the podium.
Thank you, Provost Larive. Good morning, family, friends, faculty, and colleagues, and congratulations to all our graduates. I'm thrilled to welcome you all here as we celebrate the accomplishments and hard work of the class of 2019. This fall, we kicked off our year-long celebration of the 50th anniversary of the Graduate School of Education. UCR's School of Education was established in 1968, but did you know that the first program, our teacher education program, was established a decade before, in 1958, as part of the College of Letters and Sciences? Where are all our new teacher graduates today? Congratulations on your accomplishments. GSOE's master's programs were established shortly thereafter in 1967. Congratulations to all of you earning your master's degrees today. In 1968, the education program separated from the College of Letters and Sciences and officially became the School of Education. Today, our top-ranked education programs has grown to include multiple PhD programs and our very own undergraduate education major. It's also grown to include a vibrant alumni network, thousands of graduates over the past 50 years. Among them are dedicated teachers, advocates, leading researchers, renowned scholars, all who are making their impact across the globe. Now, you will join their ranks. All of you sitting here today are part of a long tradition of leaders and educators to come out of the GSOE. And I'm confident that the experience and relationships you've made at UCR have uniquely prepared you for the important careers on which you are about to embark. I want to congratulate all of those on who have earned their degree today. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce the Graduate School of Education student speaker, Aya Shahub. Aya is an education specialist, credential candidate, who graduated with her bachelor's degree in psychology from UCR. She's a recipient of the Victress Bauer Scholarship and will receive the Dean's Distinguished Fellowship Award while pursuing her PhD. Her education research is focused on reading intervention strategies, and she's worked as a behavioral interventionist and applied behavior analysis therapist with California Psych Care. Along with beginning her PhD program this fall, Aya will also begin work as a resource specialist program teacher at University Heights Middle School in Riverside. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Aya Shahub.
All right. All right. Good morning, friends, family, faculty, and staff, and most importantly, graduates of 2019. As I reflect back on this past year, I think about all the great opportunities this program has given all of us who are fortunate enough to have become part of the UCR family. We had the privilege to work alongside a variety of students from different backgrounds, each of whom shared their unique talents and perspectives. We also had the opportunity to learn from educators with different teaching practices. And despite the UCR family having 23,922 students, everyone found a place where they can feel included and supported. Although our experiences may be different, I can confidently say that we all learned to value diversity, to foster innovation, and lastly, to always be open to change. I want to share with you some words I've lived by for this past year. Current CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, has said, "For the most important decisions in life, trust your intuition and then work with everything you have to prove it right." Throughout this program, I've been asked, why do you want to be a teacher? And more specifically, why a special education teacher? And my response is always that I want to prove my intuition right. I want to be a role model. I want to develop a support system. And most importantly, I want to be an advocate. I want my students to know that they are capable of great things, and I want to be that driving force for them. I want to show them that through hard work and trusting their own intuitions, they too could accomplish their dreams. And you know what? We all push through the long nights, the many essays, and the multiple responsibilities so that we could prove our intuitions and dreams right. We all did just that. We are at this graduation ceremony because we proved our intuitions right. With our foresight and the support of our professors, program supervisors, staff, mentors, friends, and family, we have made it to this day, to this graduation ceremony, and we should all be incredibly proud of ourselves and of each other. In my field of special education, there's a saying that states, if you have met one child with autism, you have still only met one child with autism. I believe that to be true for all people. No two people are alike. And for this reason, it is important that while we recognize and understand the biases and disadvantages that so many of us have faced, we must also remember that the things that unite us are greater than the things that divide us. Our faculty has taught us to build upon the things that unite us. And as Dr. Rosenzweig, my teacher education supervisor this past year, right here, once quoted, "A teacher's satisfaction derives not from what they teach, but from what they learn every day." We all experience the validity of this statement through our coursework. Our professors continuously showed great passion within their teaching. They stressed the importance of appreciating each individual's talents and contributions, and always striving to be a voice, not an echo. So with this, I challenge you to go out into the world and embrace the unique strengths that each of us brings. And I want you to always remember your why. Although we may all have a different why, I am confident that we all want to encourage others to fight for their dreams and to remind them to always trust their intuitions. So as we go out into the world with open arms and welcome the difficult but exciting challenges ahead, let's accept the fear and take action anyway. Lastly, let's remember to incorporate the many lessons we've learned from this incredible program and family here at the University of California, Riverside. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Shahub. I now invite Dean Anil Dilolalekar of the School of Public Policy to the podium.
Thank you, Provost Larive. On behalf of the UCR School of Public Policy, I would like to express my warmest congratulations to the class of 2019 School of Public Policy graduates. Congratulations as well to the family members and friends who have supported these graduates on their journeys to becoming the region's next generation of policy leaders, community leaders, and government officials. This is an exciting time as this marks the first year that we'll be graduating our first class of undergraduate public policy students. We are also proud to be graduating our school's third ever Masters of Public Policy cohort. You all have the distinction of being from here on known as UCR School of Public Policy Alumni. The graduate students to whom we are conferring degrees today are graduating from a Masters of Public Policy program that is the first of its kind to be offered by a major research university in inland Southern California. And our undergraduate students are graduating from the only UC campus in the UC system with an undergraduate public policy major. We are graduating some outstanding students this year. I would especially like to recognize our Dean Student Ambassadors, led by Chief Ambassador Thomas Kohlmeier, for serving as exemplary representatives to our school. It's been an exciting year for us with an immense amount of activity and growth for our school. We hosted the first ever National Association for Public Policy Analysis and Management Student Conference to be held on the West Coast. We hosted a public service career fair in partnership with Congressman Mark Takano's office. And just last month, we held a tribute to the late former California Senator Robert Presley to raise funds for the newly established Presley Student Scholarships. Our school's motto is solutions for the region, solutions for the world. And today's public policy graduates will soon be contributing to that effort as they commence the rest of their lives and careers as well-trained and value-driven analysts. Graduates, as you embark on your individual journeys after UCR, remember that we in the School of Public Policy family will continue to cheer you on and support you as part of our ever-growing alumni network. Again, congratulations to you all. Continue to make us proud. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the School of Public Policy's student speaker, Daniel Castaneda. Daniel is a public policy and history double major and a member of Phi Beta Kappa, an exclusive National Academic Honor Society. He is a recipient of numerous recognitions, including the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Undergraduate Research and the School of Public Policy's Academic Excellence Award. Daniel served as an intern in the Protocol Office under Speaker of the California State Assembly, Anthony Rendon. After graduation, Daniel will pursue a PhD in history at UC Davis in the hopes of contributing to academia as a presidential historian. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Daniel Castaneda.
Thank you, Dean. When I entered college, I found my own community in the School of Public Policy where I met faculty, staff, and many of you who have impacted my time at UCR. I met people like internship counselor Brian Nakamura, who convinced me to double major in public policy. Along the way, this community helped me find my passion, and now I will leave to pursue my PhD in history with attention to the policy implications of my research and to pursue the role of a public historian. In class with you all, I heard your aspirations, and there is no doubt in my mind that you will achieve them. So on this occasion, before we leave UCR, I hope we will not neglect the importance of community, those places we invest ourselves, which encompass local, state, national, and international contexts. As a graduating class, we have been involved in our local and regional community. In the SPP, we have learned about inland Southern California and some of the complex issues here. These range from increasing educational access, encouraging economic development in growing cities, and building new housing. In Riverside County offices and city departments, we learned how city councils, county officials, and city and county employees propose and implement programs that improve the quality of life for all residents. We did not have to wait for graduation to begin creating change. We have already started. The places we live require innovative leadership, and we have a foundation to continue this type of work. To be sitting here today, each of us needed to complete an internship that would allow us to shift from theory to practice. I had the opportunity to be a Loveridge intern in the Speaker of the California State Assembly's Office of Protocol. I learned that Speaker Anthony Rendon has dedicated resources to developing relationships with international leaders. A major project I completed was to write a brief paper focused on the history of the LA River and river revitalization projects, which could increase support for Assembly Bill 530. My supervisors enabled me to write and develop arguments to influence concrete policy. Being in Sacramento has reaffirmed my belief that our state is providing an example for the nation. And as our state leaders craft these visions, they need students like us who can work in executive agencies and departments, in the Senate and Assembly, and in the judiciary. Our school has instilled in us that the solutions we have come up with for this region can be applied or modified to fit the places we go to next. After identifying the problems facing our communities, we have learned how to propose solutions that are informed by empirical data. Among these solutions, we have observed how policies become adopted and implemented. Last, a cornerstone of our undergraduate experience has been to evaluate the effectiveness and efficiency of public policy. We know that policies can be maintained, improved, or replaced, and that the policy process is constantly cycling. Leaving UC Riverside with this knowledge and experience, we must continue to emphasize the personal quality of the places and people we serve. We work to create a better quality of life for students, for fellow citizens and neighbors. We've been given the tools to improve our local and state governments, institutions of higher education, and nonprofits, among other organizations. So, fellow graduates, I bring this all up to say that the work we do after UCR will matter. We are eminently qualified to propose new solutions for housing, analyze crime information in our communities, draft legislation, and even more starting immediately after commencement. We have already done it, and we cannot abdicate this responsibility. We must keep going because our communities need us. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Castaneda. It is now my honor to introduce this morning's keynote speaker, Mr. Michael Huerta. Michael is a former administrator of the Federal Aviation Administration and currently serves as a transportation industry consultant and member of the Delta Airlines Board of Directors. During his time with the FAA, Michael was instrumental in eliminating a ban on the use of portable electronic devices in onboard airplanes during takeoff and landing. He also approved a transfer agreement that returned Ontario International Airport to local control. Michael is a native of Riverside and received his bachelor's degree right here at UCR and his master's degree at Princeton. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Michael Huerta.
Thank you, Provost Lurie, for that kind introduction. And I can't tell you how much of an honor it is to be back here at UCR to share this special day with each and every one of you. Let me begin by offering my sincere congratulations to all of our graduates from the class of 2019. Give yourselves a hand. You well know that it took an awful lot of work to get here, and that effort is something to be proud of. Many of you are the first in your families to reach this milestone, and I know how special that feels. I once sat right where you are on this very lawn, one of the first in my family to graduate from college. I was incredibly happy, and I was proud. I had big dreams for the future, and I knew that with a college degree in hand, I felt ready to start out and go tackle the world. But at the same time, I was pretty nervous because I didn't want to admit it, but I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to be when I grew up. I was worried. I was worried that I didn't have a clear path forward. What if I made a wrong turn somewhere, or worse, what if I let my parents down, disappointed my family? Well, standing here now, back at UCR after so many years, I can tell you with complete certainty that I never once pictured where I would actually end up. That I'd have the opportunity to run 2 different port agencies, that I'd be a managing director for the 2002 Olympic Winter Games in Salt Lake City, or that I would become the longest-serving FAA administrator in history. But all of that did happen, and I'm going to let you in on the secret of how. I believe it was all possible because I did not have a plan. Here's what I had instead. I had parents and mentors who supported me every step of the way. They didn't give me the answers, and they didn't tell me what to do. But they encouraged me to be open. They encouraged me to consider moments of opportunity with an open mind. They encouraged me to care less about job titles or salaries and to focus more on things I might learn, who I might meet, or how I might contribute. I also had a strong calling to public service, as you all do. And that was my internal guide, even if I didn't know exactly what the next step might be. I knew I wanted to help people. And in many ways, that kind of simplified the decision-making process for me. Anytime I was faced with a set of choices, which one allowed me to do the most good? And asking that question has never led me wrong. Opening myself up to opportunity and following my commitment to public service took me far, and it gave me a perspective that was uniquely my own. It honed skills that are valuable anywhere, skills like sound judgment, an ability to listen, and a willingness to collaborate. Now, eventually, opportunity led me to a place that I had never dreamed to consider. A job interview in the Oval Office. I was there with President Barack Obama. Yes. And I was there to talk about a role in his administration. When we sat down, he asked me to tell him about myself. And of course, I did what I thought he wanted to hear. I started rattling off highlights from my career, the jobs that I had had up until that moment. But you know, he held up his hand and he stopped me. He said, "I know all that. I've read your resume. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about where you grew up. Tell me about your parents. Tell me about your family." So I did. I told him that my grandparents came to California from Mexico in search of a better life. That my parents started school speaking only Spanish. I told him that my dad dropped out of high school after freshman year to start working in Riverside's orange groves. I told him that he fought for this country in the Pacific in World War II. I told the president that my mom didn't go to college until all of my sisters and I were in school and out of the house. She eventually got a certificate, and she became an elementary school librarian. I told the president about all of these things and how they shaped me, how my work ethic grew out of watching my parents and their tireless efforts to provide for me and for my 3 sisters. And I told him how they and so many other of the mentors that I had boosted my confidence when I needed it the most, and how every step of that journey had deepened my commitment to public service. So when I was done, I said, "Mr. President, that's my story." And I laughed and I said, "It's the usual story." The president smiled and nodded his head, and he looked right at me and he said, "It is a very American story." And I realized right then that he was right. It is. When we finished our interview, I asked the president if he would be willing to sign something for my son. He is a huge fan. So he went to his desk and he pulled out a card. He sat down and he wrote, "Dear Matthew, dream big dreams." And he signed it, Barack Obama. Well, that's not bad advice. And in fact, it's the same message I want to give to all of you. Dream big dreams. But don't worry if they change over time or if you don't have every step planned on how you're going to achieve them. Your first job is just that, your first job. In your careers, there are no right steps. There are no wrong steps. There are only next steps that will get you closer to the person that you are supposed to be. You are all at the very beginning of writing your own stories, and there's no telling how they might end. And as long as you stay true to your internal guide, to a shared commitment to public service and teaching the next generation, all that comes with a degree from this great university, you will keep moving in the right direction. I promise, if you do this, you will have no shortage of opportunities. And when they present themselves, I hope you'll grab them, I hope you'll run with them, I hope you'll let them shape you and let yourself shape them. There will be no limit on what you will achieve. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Mr. Huerta, for your inspiring message. Graduates, we are now at the moment you have been working so hard toward, the conferral of your degrees. First, we will confer the master's degrees, and then we will recognize the teacher credential candidates, and then we will confer the bachelor's degrees. Sean Bowler, Dean of the Graduate Division, will present the master's degree candidates.
Thank you, Provost Larive. The master's degree is awarded to those who have completed a rigorous program of advanced studies and have achieved a superior record of academic accomplishment. Master's degree candidates, please rise and remain standing as your degree is announced. Master of Arts. Remain standing. Master of Arts. Master of Education. There we go. Master of Public Policy. Chancellor Wilcox, as Dean of the Graduate Division, I have the honor to present these candidates who have met all the requirements for a master's degree and are deemed worthy of this distinction.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Regents of the University of California, I confer upon you your respective master's degrees with the insignia, rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Master's degree graduates, please take your seat until you're called to the platform. Thank you. Now, Dean Smith will present the candidates for teacher credentials.
Teaching credentials are awarded to those who have successfully completed a rigorous course of study, who've demonstrated effective teaching in the public school classroom, and who have contributed to the teaching profession and field of education. Will the credential candidates please rise? Chancellor Wilcox, as Dean of the Graduate School of Education, I have the honor to present these candidates who have successfully completed the requirements for a teaching credential at the University of California, Riverside, and have been recommended to the state of California to receive their credential.
On behalf of the officers and faculty of UCR and the Regents of the University of California, I congratulate you on your successful completion of the credential degree programs and wish you every success as you pursue a career in the profession of teaching. Congratulations.
Credential candidates, please take your seat until you are dismissed to the platform. The bachelor's degrees conferred by the University of California attest to the scholastic achievement and represent the university's fulfillment of its duty of teaching. Bachelor's degree candidates within the Graduate School of Education, please rise. Chancellor Wilcox, as Dean of the Graduate School of Education, I'm honored to present these candidates who have met all the requirements for the Bachelor of Arts degree and are deemed worthy of this distinction.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Regents of the University of California, I confer upon you your degree of Bachelor of Arts with all the insignia, rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Bachelor's degree graduates, please take your seat until your row is dismissed to the platform. Now, Dean Dalalekar will present the bachelor's degree candidates within the School of Public Policy.
This year, the School of Public Policy celebrates its first class of bachelor's degree graduates. Bachelor's degree candidates, please rise. Chancellor Wilcox, as Dean of the School of Public Policy, I'm honored to present these candidates who have met all requirements for a Bachelor of Arts degree and are deemed worthy of this distinction.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Regents of the University of California, I confer upon you your degree of Bachelor of Arts with all the insignia, rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Aaron Bouchong, Administrative Director of University Honors, will introduce the graduates.
graduates, family members, and friends. We are very proud of the accomplishments of each and every graduate who is here today. So to ensure that each graduate's name can be heard clearly, we ask that you refrain from using your cell phones and remain in your seats until all of the graduates have been individually recognized and the ceremony concludes. The Master of Public Policy degree recipients within the School of Public Policy are Elizabeth Aurora Ruano, Sulima Vergara Tapia, Logan Taylor Purvis, Catherine O'Neill, Kimberly Luna, Andrea Cuellar, Janet Hernandez, Jessica Fernandez, Erica Perez Aguilar, Tiffany Tran, Tristan Michael Reitner, Juan Pablo Badalamar Salazar, Jonathan Ramos Santiago, Ani Dhruva, Brennan Christopher Brixey, Jacob Reitner, the Master of Arts degree recipients within the Graduate School of Education are Brian Jones, Raven Zheng, Valencia Walid Yokohana, Danielle Andrea Cravallo, Ashley Michelle Fenning, Carolyn Eskender, the Master of Education degree recipients within the Graduate School of Education are Valeria Gabriela Oruna, Lynn McCaffrey, Esteban Hernandez, Mandy Lowe, Maureen Torres, Margie Burnett, Melitza Seahaver, Vanessa Hurtado, Veronica Jasmine Sandoval, Lisa Oliveira. Nancy Dalia Ortega Bernal. Ariana Miranda. Ashley Nicole Searing. Daniel Romero. Adriana Marie Padilla Sainz. Bertha Bohokes. The following individuals are receiving their master education degree in education and have also successfully completed the requirements for a teacher credential. Viviana Gallardo. Kaylee J. Williams. Vanessa Fabiola Tapia. Maricela Martinez. Yesenia Jasmine Macias. Sarah Padilla. Jocelyn Paula Rivas. Christopher Gentile. Rachel Wampler. Adam Joseph Christensen. Michelle Elaine Olmsted. Helen Mock. Araceli Damian Magdaleno. Noah James Conaway. Dylan Harris. Z.I. Alexandria Reno. Stephanie Margaret Shatkina. Abigail Apreglio. Lourdes Geraldine Medina Castrejon. Aaron K. Monk. Samantha L. Swanson. Douglas Green. David Blake. Ricky Lee Dama. Stephen Din. Nina Christine Ruiz. Ashley Vasquez. Priscilla Vargas Tinoco. Jessica Eileen McCarty. Caitlin Daniel. Jamie Christine Sowers. Jamie Chandler. Luis Ugalde. Patricia Zambrano. Ariana Asunza de la Torre. Liliana Alvarez. Stephanie Janae Harold. Jessica Carvajal. Oscar Villaseñor. Erica Lauren Nielsen. Asia Wright. Daisy Figueroa. Viridiana Rico Romero. Crystal Lynn Cox. Erin Elizabeth Jenny. Danielle Elizabeth Breeze. Alexander Suffolk. Leonard Ray Ledbetter. James Ogaz. Robert Zeeb. Priya Garcia. Yan Lin Lai. Vicky Deng. Brianna Harris. Alicia Taylor Ippolito. Amy Grosky. Stephanie Lynn Horgan. Erin Gorley. Myra N. Khan. Abigail Alyssa Kramer. Sarah Rizzi. Victoria Ann Andre. Adriana Marie Briones. Kathleen Ye. Kara Billinger. Winnie Chung. Bianca M. Ortiz. Nancy Mora. Kelly Reynolds. Chelsea Catherine Napier. Andres Alvarez. Jennifer Cuevas. Erin Marie Dargitz. Jeannie Nguyen. Jomana Nabil Bandak. Nadia Veronica Sanchez. Kathleen Mary Downing. Jessica Sepulveda. Frank Robert Acubilo. Lauren Denarola. Haley Martz. Warisha Ashfaq. Alexander Edward Armijo. Brittany Ray Besnell. Savannah Sprague. Samantha Emma Garcia. Selena Rose F. Avila. Trang Thi. Vanessa Ensign. Caitlin Taylor Garner. Huitzilopach Teal Maron. James Frederick Grizzle. Tristan Nicholas Arietta. Brendan Davila. Adam Korn. The following individuals have successfully completed the requirements for a teacher credential. Daniel Joaquin Atwell. Owen David Torres. Lisbeth Chavez Carrillo. Karen Cruz Zuniga. Anne Marie Walker. Cody Lee. Christopher Perez. Alejandra Cabezas. Katie Ann Gagner. Ashley Paige Benavides. Christian Lugo. Kimberly Ayala. Carla Vanessa Ramos. Aya Shahub. Denise Gutierrez. Samantha Miller. Angelica Diaz. Eric Hidalgo. Ezekiel Fernando Sebastian Latorto. The bachelor's degree recipients within the Graduate School of Education are William Chang, Nayeli Perez, Katrina Marie Gomez, cum laude, Dana Meza, summa cum laude, Serena Rios, Sierra Giselle Ponce, summa cum laude, Jocelyn Ramos, Jacqueline Jaimez, Gretel Garcia, summa cum laude, Jasmine Michelle Morales, summa cum laude, Melissa Ontiveros, summa cum laude, Rosa Guadalupe Garcia Lizarraga, summa cum laude, Andrea Carreno Cortez, summa cum laude, Lorena Villalobos, magna cum laude, Rocio Garcia, summa cum laude. Ashley Sanchez. Crystal Alba Gutierrez. Jose Armando Cruz, cum laude. Lizette Barragon. Jodel Wong. Olivia Marguerite Awesome, magna cum laude. Donna Perez. Samantha Marroquin. David Andre Saenz, cum laude. Elisa Chang Hyo. Cindy Macias, summa cum laude. Francisco Javier Ramirez Rueda, cum laude. Ramon Lieja. Jennifer Campbell. Xavier Moreno. Lorena Cruz, summa cum laude. Sandra Hernandez. Stephanie Munive, magna cum laude. Zainab Al-Sadi. Heidi Mosqueda. Emily Chen, summa cum laude. Journey Love McClanahan. Stephanie Madrigal. Jessica Gonzalez, cum laude. Maribel Valencia. Jesselyn Rosas, summa cum laude. Nicholas David Lynn, summa cum laude. Robert Hernandez. Andrea Sanchez. Maria Garcia Mora. Elena Castro, summa cum laude. Kayla Holmes. Jacqueline Lee. The bachelor's degree recipients within the School of Public Policy are Jose Adrian Rodriguez. David Angel Maldonado, magna cum laude. Vrunda Shah, magna cum laude. Stephanie Palafox. Ashley Nicole Quijano. Lizette Velasco. Andrea Irene Estrada. Michelle Milagro Artega. Rod Michael Concepcion Santos. Matthew Clark. Samantha Hope Fong, summa cum laude. Patrick Chung. Yvette Janine Tanner. Susana Rojas. Brianna Phuong Min Pham Tuong, cum laude. Samir Vyas. David Dong Trong Tran. Noe Herrera Jr. Julie Yu. Erica L. Chun. Ziji He. Alfredo Machuca. Eileen Alexis Tovar. Rashida Tolliver. Kaylee Arriaga. Roy Stephen Gonzalez. Juliana Juries Fakori. Riza Toralaba Sison. Sabir Muhammad. Leslie Naomi Vasquez. Victoria Marie Guzman. Caitlin Jolene Blockus. Nilofar Mutab Umandi. Chase Joseph Ramos, cum laude. Kyla Monet Foreman, cum laude. Patricia Michaela E. Ipalato. Catalina Gonzalez. Kiana Jessica Sagun Susbila. Tiana Silver Liggins. Hannah Hupiyimi Busun. Katia Del Carmen Mejia. Roy Mitchell Tangalava. Melissa Dolores Silva. Mary Lucy Tutunjian. Ruhani Patel. Ramon Morales. Aiden Marcus Dalrymple. Jack Dew. Jennifer Ayusu. Anna Corridi Meza, cum laude. Fian Chien, cum laude. Jenny Li Fang Chen. Monique Brito. Alexandra Hernandez. Leticia Acevedo. Jennifer Diaz. Tiwalo Mercy Oladipupo. Monica Opara. Cole Ryan Query. Daniel Edward Castañeda. Trina Marie Benavides. Marianne Colta. Thomas Edward Kohlmeyer. This concludes the presentation of bachelor's degree graduates. Please join me in congratulating them.
Congratulations, graduates. I now invite Nicholas Lin and Samantha Fong to the podium to lead the traditional tassel turning ceremony.
Thank you, Provost Larive. Bachelor's degree graduates, please rise and join us
as we turn our tassels from the right to left to symbolize the realization of our bachelor degrees.
Congratulations, class of 2019.
Success in college depends on the support from family and friends. Graduates, please join me in thanking all who have helped you reach this day. Before we conclude, I would like to recognize the many volunteers who have given up their morning so that we can enjoy this beautiful ceremony. Please join me in thanking them. Now, to conclude this morning's ceremony, Ms. Ashley Silva will lead us in singing our alma mater, Hail Fair UCR. The words are printed in your program and displayed on the video screens. Will everyone please stand?
Please join me in singing our alma mater. UCR fair alma mater, jewel of old UC. Fiat lux a shining vision, light to set minds free. Seeking ever, yielding never, old Scots near and far. Waft our love back to the highlands, hail fair UCR. Orange trees blooming in the highlands, Boy Tower chimes ring clear. Standing tall twixt mount and desert, Scots all hold her dear. Seeking ever, yielding never, old Scots near and far. Waft our love back to the highlands, hail fair UCR.
Thank you for joining us. Please remain in your seats until the administrative party, faculty, and all the graduates have recessed. Thank you.